Chair.
Ruto chaired the Intergovernmental Budget and Economic Council IBEC meeting at his current residence. Treasury said they have disbursed more than 286 billion Kenyan shillings of equitable share allocation to counties this financial year, adding that the pending amount of 85 billion Kenyan shillings was being fast-tracked for payment.
We have disbursed 286 billion. That is about 286 billion 496 024 145. That is about 286.5 billion. This is about 77.4% of equitable share allocation for the year. The additional conditional allocation, as we are all aware, the law was ascended into. That is the county government additional allocation. And the Act provides for an additional 39.9 billion, which we are awaiting the cash disbursement from Senate. I understand they are discussing it this week. We will then publish it and we'll start to release these amounts of money. What is outstanding is 83 billion, and Treasury gives a commitment that we shall fast track this disbursement. We've already started releasing April disbursements, and we'll keep time. We'll try to fast track this, given that we have done 77.4 billion, and 77%, sorry. 77% has been disbursed. We then see that the remaining balance, given that we have 2 outstanding months and 1 month we've started concentrating on releases, we believe and know that we will have given the 370 in time. This month, if you look at it, and even I've attached the disbursement schedule to it, just to show that this year we are doing better off. Yes, and my colleague on your table for the caucus can confirm this.
Turkana Governor Josephat Nanok, who was in the meeting, said the timely disbursement of the funds will smoothen service delivery by counties.
I and my colleagues in CAG do agree with what the Control of Budget has presented. But if you look back, because the issue of incentive is going to be very temporary. You give incentives, the collection rises. When you don't give the incentive, it goes down. I know that before the Revenue Authority, the Kenya Revenue Authority and its predecessor were set up, it was a department in Treasury that was collecting money, and it was facing the same challenges we are now facing in counties. And I think in the long term, it would be good to think of a revenue board, a county revenue board, that has responsibilities with targets. Because the way we are collecting them now, it is regular departments within the county treasuries. And this is where those challenges are coming. I think we need to consider that other than just makeshift arrangements. And then when we review the formula, the incentive is gone again.
Yeah, thank you very much.
In attendance were Governor Nanok, PS Devolution Julius Korir, Controller of Budget Margaret Nyakango, representatives from the National Treasury, Ministry of Devolution, and County Executive Committee members. Ruto told the meeting that there was an urgent need to address the issue of pending bills by counties, as 60% of them constitute pensions. He said the Devolution Ministry will convene a meeting with stakeholders to discuss this problematic issue with a view of resolving it and eliminating unnecessary penalties.
There is the very important subject of pensions, pending bills and liabilities that arise out of pension. That's a very important issue for the public, that since 60% of the 50 billion plus or minus pending bill outstanding is matters to do with pension. That the Ministry of Devolution will convene a meeting of the Treasury, the Council of Governors, and the various NSSF and the other two institutions to negotiate on that particular pending bill with a view of eliminating unnecessary huge interest and unnecessary penalties, and recommend on a timely payment or resolution of that pension matter, because it's affecting many people who have already either retired or are in the process of retiring. That's a subject that needs to be settled.
The Controller of Budget, Dr. Margaret Nyakango, disclosed that one source of revenue was a sleeping giant that can unlock the economic potential of counties.
We have therefore been looking for a strategy on how to make on-source revenue collection and reporting more orderly. And quite recently, the IMF, combined with the United Nations Capital Development Fund, introduced to us a tool which is called the Tax Administration Diagnostic Assessment Tool, or the TADAT in short. We have found this tool quite helpful as it aims to provide a standardized means of assessing the health of the key components of a country's tax administration system and the level of maturity in the context of good international practice. That there are many challenges in improving on-source revenues, which, if fully mobilized, can significantly unlock the economic potential of the counties and the national economy in general. On-source revenue appears to be a sleeping giant, and the non-realization of its full potential tremendously limits opportunities for growth in the counties. Implementation of the proposed interventions to address the gaps addressed in these standard assessments will extensively work towards attaining OSR targets and at the same time unlock the potential that has not been reached to date.
She said Kenya has partnered with United Nations Capital Development Fund to enhance counties' generation of own revenues that will also help them tackle the issue of pending bills.